This is Nick Catanese from Black Label Society, and you're watching Entertainment Focus. Focus!
Welcome back to London.
Thank you.
How are you today?
I'm great. Great today, man. Yeah, I had a good day. Did a little acoustic performance on the radio, then got a tour, like the driver bringing me back took me past Buckingham Palace, and I saw the changing of the guards and everything. It was cool, man. My first really sightseeing thing I haven't done here yet, so.
Yeah, have you had much time off to do stuff?
Nah. I mean, it's, by the time we get in, it's usually we're on the bus, and then we go and do the meet and greet, and after the meet and greet, we'll maybe go just get something to eat, but there's not been a sightseeing, day. Like yesterday on a day off, like me and Zach got to go over some of the acoustic stuff we were going to do, so
yeah, it's
just pretty much, then you're sleeping, you want to get as much sleep as you can, because it's, it's still a 5-hour time change from where I'm, from Pittsburgh, so
sure.
But I'm getting better now. I'm starting to feel more human.
You look human.
I feel good. Yeah, I feel good. Tonight's going to be killer.
Sure. So, how's the tour been going so far?
Great. Every show's been great. I mean, the crowds, the crowds here are different than at home. It just they just go mad here. And that feeds us. So when the crowd's into it, even if you're tired or whatever, I mean that gives you that energy. There's some, place. I mean, every place at home's great too, but you get the arm folders,
right.
Impress me. It's like, dude, why'd you come? You know what I mean? It's
exactly.
Like, come and have fun. Like, there's no competition. Like, it's just supposed to be a gig.
Mm-hmm.
Come and have fun, and that's it.
Do you find that the fans here really get you?
Yeah.
And they really enjoy the show?
Oh, absolutely. Even talking to them after, they love it. You know what I mean? It's something that they've been waiting for. Or, didn't catch the last one, but they get this one, and I mean it's good, man. It's a good vibe here.
Cool.
Yeah.
I just want to talk briefly about I guess the break you guys had between 2007 and 2009. What were you guys up to during that period?
Just I mean, that was pretty much when things came down with with Zach with everything, and now he's almost 2 years sober for him, and I went through my deal. I'm actually almost 3 years sober now, so it's I mean it wasn't that but it was just like it was like a period that we're leaving and just then with the new album and stuff, I mean everything's so much more top game right now.
You guys, it feels a lot more energized.
It is.
Yeah,
it is. I mean, when Roll came in and started playing drums, it brought a new level to it as well. Just the way different drumming than Craig. Before, I mean, Craig was great. You know what I mean? And 8 years with us became a brother. But he had a son, wanted to be home, and I mean, rightfully so. I mean, I don't know. I don't have a kid, so I don't know what it's like to actually leave your soul at home. You know what I mean? It's like it sucks enough leaving your parents and your girlfriend, fiance, whatever. I mean, it's like it sucks, being away. But a kid, it's got to be difficult.
You can't be away too long. Can you?
I mean, because you miss all this stuff, and that's I don't know. I mean, some people are strong to do it, and I mean, some people, family comes first. You know what I mean? That's the way it's supposed to be.
Totally. Now, you talk about Will being in the band. There's some real nice grooves in this album. Can you talk about that? And you think Will's kind of really helped you guys find that groove?
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's a different playing style. It's more more energized, more upbeat. Like even Parade of the Dead was, just more in your face, and Crazy Horse, the drum licks, and that. I mean, it's a new level. You know what I mean? It's a whole new level for the band, and yeah, absolutely, it definitely made a difference.
Do you feel like your guitar playing's improved a lot because of that too?
Yeah, I mean, the more, just like Zach says all the time, it's like surround yourself with greatness. You know what I mean? And you'll become better. It's like you got to strive to become better, than you were before, because it's just like when someone puts a fire under your ass, it's you gotta catch up.
Yeah.
And me, being a guitarist with Zach, I mean, it's like, a bass player, drummer, but I'm gonna play everything.
You're the evil twin.
Yeah, it's like I gotta nail it,
Yeah.
And I've been here 15 years almost. It's like I joined them in '96, so it's just like being here that long. It's like I've adapted to knowing him. Even like today, we did the acoustic thing, and like we switched up one part on the fly, and it was like I just looked at him and I could see where his hands were going. I'm like, oh, okay, we're going here, and he's like, cool, I mean, we got it. It wasn't like stop and to do it again, and we just we nailed it. I mean, I know
that chemistry with.
Yeah. I mean, he's my brother, and it's I mean, it's just years, I mean, there's people, I tell them that I've been with them 15 years, and they're like, there's people that can't stand each other after a year, bands that they just break up, but it's like, you gotta love everybody that you're with. I mean, all 13 guys, I mean, 4-band and crew, I mean, we're all on one bus. I mean, it's like, I know these guys, and it's like a sexless marriage, basically. It is. I mean, it's just like you're together, you gotta live together, be there, eat together, jam together, sleep, and it's like, you gotta get along. I mean, there's not one guy on this team that I wouldn't defend. You know what I mean? It's gotta be that way.
So it's a real family kind of
Absolutely.
feeling.
Absolutely, it has to be. I mean, that's the only way bands will ever survive. Even like ZZ Top, like before I came here, like they said, I mean, I should have thought about this, but ZZ Top's the longest running band with the same 3 members. They've never had anybody leave or someone come in to replace Billy Gibbons or Dusty Hill or Frank Beard. It's been those 3 since day one. I mean, that's amazing. And they've been playing since, God, I mean, long freaking time.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a big family.
Yeah. No, with Word of the Black, it's, I guess, the guitar playing between you and Zach. How does it work? How do you guys get the songs together?
It's all him, man.
Yeah.
I mean, it's I mean, it's just his brainchild, and he just comes up with it, writes it. I mean, obviously, he comes up with the like the 2 parts.
Sure.
For both of us to play. But like, before, like, it's kind of crazy. I'm the only guitar player he's ever played with.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like with Ozzy's by himself, Pride and Glory was with himself, and even Cyrus before Ozzy was by himself. So it's like now he has the opportunity to say, okay, well, we'll have this chunking part, and I'll be doing, chords over it or something. So just fattens the whole sound up. So I mean, it's just, like I tell everybody, it's just like the CDs and stuff that he does. It's like his painting, and if you have too many brushes in the ink, it's just like you can't really paint.
Yeah.
And it's like this is his vision. And it's like, I think that's why I've been, been here this long is, your role.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's like, this is something, that he's, that his vision. I'm like, dude, go on, man. I'm just glad to be here.
Yeah.
Do
you ever have any ideas that you run by?
No. I mean, I do, side, recordings and stuff. I mean, like I said, it's just, I know what to do, and I know when to just, and it keeps the peace, man. I mean, it's just, it's just the way all jobs. I mean, even your job, it's like what boundaries not to cross.
Yep.
To keep the water smooth. You know what I mean? It's just like, and if that's my only boundary, cool. You know what I mean? I still get to see the world, play guitar. I mean, it's amazing.
It's the greatest job in the world, isn't it?
Without a doubt, man. I mean, you get to play music, and like the other day we were in, where the hell were we? Glasgow. And just walking around, I'm like, some people haven't left their own town. Like there's people that can't, and they stay in their own town, and like I'm blessed to sit there and walk around taking pictures in places that nobody would get to see, and hanging with my guys, it's like, it's great, it's awesome.
Cool. No, I think you're a very underrated player, and you work really well with Zach Wow. I mean,
Thank you.
Do you feel that someday you'll get a lot more recognition, and maybe even
No. Honestly, man, it's not about that with me. I don't need the magazines and all that shit. I mean, I know in my heart that I'm a good player. I don't need Guitar World to tell me that I'm the 3rd best guy. It's just like, I mean, I don't need my ego stroked. It's just, basically, even, people even say to me, it's like, oh man, you're a rock star. I'm like, no, I'm a musician. I'm a guitar player. I'm no better than some kid in his bedroom. You know, I just got lucky enough to be in a band where we get to do this. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, press and publicity. I mean, you know, it's great. I mean, you know, like, you know, Zach, you know, with the, you know, #1 rock guitarist and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
he is. I mean, he's the only guy pretty much out there that's the, you know, the guy doing it. And I mean, it, you know, just 15 years with him says enough for me. You know what I mean? It's just like he kept me around, and he's the guy where, I mean, if you're not doing your job, you're gone.
Mm.
You know what I mean? I love you, but you know what? It's not sounding good, man. You know, you got to keep jamming, and he pushes me. You know, like the last rehearsal, he wanted me to double Genocide Junkie solo and do this and do that, and I'm like, wow, you know, and you know, trying to learn it, and you get overwhelmed, but it's like, give me a couple days, and you know, we nail it. You know, we do double in Funeral Bell, we double in Overlord, we double in What's in You, and it's like, that's, you know, that's all I need. I mean, you know, it's not like he's even saying, no, I can't even tell him to do this. I mean, he can't do it. Like, his confidence in me that I can do it
Yeah.
that's enough.